Good afternoon, students. So now in this class, we start the 5th unit. Okay, ma? That is basic processing unit here. So if you are taking the block diagram of computer, in previous units, we learn number of times this. So the input unit will be there. The processor, and the output unit. Okay. So whenever we are giving input to the processor, in this processor, whatever the operation we require, that operation is performed in the processor and getting the output, and that output is giving to the output section. Okay, ma? That is already known by us. Okay. So here in this processor, the main part is ALU. So ALU means arithmetic and logical unit. Okay. So whatever the operation we require, that operation is performed in this ALU. Okay, ma? Whatever the operation required, that operation is performed in this ALU. Okay, ma? So here, based on the task which is required, we develop a program. Okay, based on the task which is required, we develop a program. Okay, ma? So generally, what is meant by a program here? What is meant by a program? Program means a sequence of instructions which performs a particular task. Okay, ma? Program means a set of instructions which perform a particular task. That is called a program. So that means here the program is executed line by line. That means the program having instructions, all the instructions are executed sequentially. Okay, generally. So suppose if any call instructions are there, jump instructions are there, then the instruction sequence will be breaking. Okay, Amma? That is already known. That means here, to do the execution of the program, we need the program counter and instruction registers. Okay, we need a program counter and an instruction register. What is meant by a program counter generally? What is meant by a program counter? What it contains? It fetches the address location of the next instruction. Okay, ma? It fetches the address location of the next instruction. That is the purpose of the program counter. Next, IR means, what is IR here? Instruction register. Instruction register means what it contains? The instruction which is presently executing is present in see here, ORU is instruction set processor here, central processing unit. Here, a typical computing task consists of a series of steps followed by a sequence of machine instructions that constitute a program. Okay, ma? See here, a typical computing task which is required. Okay, ma? Here, which is required, that consists of a series of steps. These steps are called instructions. Okay, ma? These steps are called instructions. Okay, so that constitute a program. An instruction is executed by carrying out a sequence of more operations. Okay, ma? More operations here. See here. So if you are taking any instruction, that instruction is executed by using two phases. Okay, that will be fetch phase and execution phase. If you are taking any instruction, that will be executed in two phases. That will be fetch phase and execution phase. Okay, ma? You remember in the first unit also learn this. So if you are taking any instruction execution, in that, what are the steps we are following? What are the steps? The first one is fetching the instruction. Fetching the instruction. Fetching means taking the instruction. Okay, ma? After fetching the instruction, what we can do? We are fetching the data which is required to do that instruction. Okay, ma? We are fetching the data which is required to execute that instruction. From where we are fetching the data? Compulsory, we know the address location, then only we fetch the data from that location. Okay, ma? So after fetching the data, then what we can do? Execute that instruction. Okay, execute that instruction. Execute means perform that operation. Perform that operation. Execute the instruction. After executing the instruction, we are getting the result. Okay, after executing the instruction, we are getting the result. That result will be stored in the memory location. Okay, that is the process we are following to execute any instruction. Okay, ma? That is the process we are. Okay, ma? See here, processor fetches one instruction at a time and perform the operation which is specified. Okay, ma? And perform the operation specified. Okay, instructions are fetched from successive memory locations. Successive memory locations until a branch or a jump instruction is encountered. That means here the program means that is having number of instructions, sequence of instructions. Suppose like this, some instructions are there. So here this instruction will be placed and memory location 2000 memory location. Okay, the next instruction is placed in 2004 memory location. The next instruction will be placed in 2008 memory locations. Why we are taking four memory locations gap in between these two instructions? These are two successive instructions, isn't it? Two successive instructions. But here we are taking the address locations 2000, 2004. Why we are taking four difference here? This is if you are taking 32-bit processor, if you are taking the 32-bit processor and each instruction is byte addressable. Okay, byte addressable. Byte means totally 8. Byte means that will be represent 8 bits. So 8 into 4, we are having 32. That's why each instruction needs 4 memory locations. Okay, ma? Are you understand? So here, whenever the first, this is the first instruction. So this first instruction will be executed. At this time, the program counter PC value is 2004. Okay, 2004. That means the next instruction, this is the next instruction. For this next instruction, this is the memory location. So it fetches, the program counter fetches the address location of the next instruction. Okay, so this PC value represents the sequence of instructions. Okay, ma, this PC value represents the sequence of instructions. What is the next instruction? What is the next instruction? That will be known by using this PC value. Okay, ma, that will be known by using this PC value. Okay, so IR means, suppose if the first instruction is executed here. So IR means in this instruction register, first instruction will be stored. So which is presently executed instruction, that will be stored in instruction register. Okay, ma? Are you understand? Like this. Sure. Here, instructions are fetched from successive memory locations until a branch or a jump instruction is encountered. Suppose here, somewhere here, some loop will be there at this position. So here, you are having the instruction jump up. Jump up. So at this second instruction, jump, we are taking the instruction jump up. So after this second instruction, suppose if up loop will be located in some location 2020. Okay, so now here the PC value becomes, at the second instruction, the PC value becomes 2020. Okay, 2020. Actually, after this instruction, which is in 2004 location, the next instruction is 2008. But here, at the second instruction, we are taking jump up. That's why the controller searches for this up loop, where that will be. Okay, that will be at 2020 location. That's why the PC value is updated as 2020. Okay, that means after executing this instruction, the controller goes to 2020 location where that up loop will be there. Okay, in this way, whenever we are calling some functions or jump instructions or a branch is occurred, then the controller goes to according to the instruction. Okay, ma? So this is the procedure to execute the instructions in a program. Okay, the processor keeps track of the address of the memory location containing the next instruction to be fetched using program counter. Are you understand? Based on the program counter value, we know which is next instruction. Okay, ma? So instruction register IR. Okay. So these are the main processing steps you are following to execute any program. Okay, ma? See here. Fetch the contents of the memory location pointed by the PC. Okay. So this PC contains which is the next instruction. That instruction location will be placed in PC. So then we know what is the next instruction. Okay. The contents of this location are loaded into the IR fetch phase IR. So what where that PC location, so that will be placed in instruction register. Okay, Amma? Assuming that the memory is byte addressable, increment the contents of the PC by 4. Are you understand? We are taking 2000 location, 2004, 2008. There we are taking 4 difference between the locations. Okay, ma. So because PC is incremented by 4. So how that will be represented? PC plus 4. Suppose if PC, the contents in PC are 2000. So 2000 plus 4, 2004. Suppose if the contents in PC are 2004, then 2004 plus 4, 2008. That will be placed in PC now. Okay. Carry out the actions specified by the instruction in the IR, instruction register, then execution phase. Okay. Each instruction is executed by using 2 phases. Those will be, the first one is fetch phase, that is taking the instruction. The second one is execution phase, that is doing the instruction. Okay, Amma? So now see this diagram here, processor organization. Actually here we are taking, this is the internal processor bus. This is the internal processor bus. For this internal processor bus, we are connecting PC. PC means program counter. Okay, Amma? We are connecting PC. PC means program counter. Next, MER, memory address register. Memory address register. This contains the address lines. Next, memory data register. MDR means memory data register. These two are belongs to the memory bus. Okay. So whether the address locations are stored, whether the data locations are stored, where that will be stored, that is all known by using this memory address register and the memory data register. Okay, Amma? So here we are taking some general register, that will be byte. Okay. Here constant 4. This is the MUX means multiplexer. What is multiplexer? Multiplexer means that is many to one. Many to one. That means if this multiplexer, that is 2 by 1 multiplexer, 4 by 1 multiplexer, 8 by 1 multiplexer we are using. Do you remember? So for based on the selection lines combination, we are getting any one of the input to the output. Okay, Amma? We are getting the output based on the selection lines. Okay, Amma? Multiplexer means that is having only one output. That output depends on the combination of the selection lines. Okay, here we are using 2 by 1 multiplexer. The two inputs are, one input is coming from Y, another input is coming from constant 4. Because here we are taking the instructions one by one. Sequentially, we are taking the instructions. Okay, ma? So the multiplexer output is connected to the ALU. ALU means, what is meant by ALU? Arithmetic and logical unit. Arithmetic and logical unit. If we need any arithmetic operations or logical operations, all are doing here only. Arithmetic operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Logical operations means and, or, not, XR, like this. So these are all arithmetic and logical operations. So arithmetic operations means here addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Logical operations means and, or, not, XR, like that. Okay. So the result will be giving here. That will be the result is giving to Z register. Okay, ma. So here in this side, instruction decoder and control logic. What it contains, what it can do. Instruction decoder means actually if we are developing any program, that program having number of instructions, all the instructions are are in user understandable language only, that is assembly language programs we are writing. Actually that will not understand by the processor. What the processor can understand? Only machine language, that is in the form of ones and zeros only the processor understand. So here one translator converts from assembly language to machine language. Okay, so instruction decoder changes the instructions into machine language, that means in the form of ones and zeros here. Okay, ma. And control logic. So here see here from the internal processor bus, if you observe the arrow mark here, so the instruction will be placed in this IR, instruction register. That instruction will be decoded by using this instruction decoder. Okay, ma. That instruction will be decoded by using this instruction decoder. So if any data will be stored in memory registers, some buffer registers, then those registers will be taking as R0, R1 and so on, Rn minus 1. Totally and temporary and general purpose registers and some temporary registers are used to store the data or to store the instructions. Okay, ma, or to store the instructions. So in this way, the total program is executed based on the processor. Okay, see here. So organization, internal organization of the processor here, or the main ALU, arithmetic and logical unit. So total operations will be done in this only. Okay, registers for temporary storage. Okay, R0 to Rn minus 1 and temporary registers. Next, various digital circuits for executing different micro operations. Those will be gates, multiplexers, decoders, or counters. This is depending on the operations we are using this. Okay, ma. Internal path for movement of data between ALU and the registers. That means, suppose if any instruction given to the ALU, that instruction needs some data, then compulsory the processor needs the data. Then only that instruction is executed. So how the internal path for movement of data between ALU and registers, that is also known by using this diagram. Okay, ma. Next, driver circuits for transmitting signals to external units. Okay, receiver circuits for incoming signals from external units. Okay, so here we are using some blocks. So what does the purpose of each block means? See here, PC. PC means here keep track of execution of your program. Okay, whenever we know the track, that is only by using the PC. Okay, contains the memory address of the next instruction to be fetched and executed. Okay, MER means memory address register. It holds the address of the location to be accessed. Okay, it holds the address of the location to be accessed. Okay, ma. Input of MER is connected to internal bus and an output to external bus. Okay, input of memory address register is connected to internal bus because if the data or address will be transferred from one device to another device, that is only by based on internal bus. What is a bus use? That will create a communication path. Okay, ma, that will create a communication path between the two devices. Okay, any data is transferred by using the bus only. Okay, that's why here input of MAR is connected to internal bus and an output to external bus. Okay, next MDR, memory data register, contains data to be written into or read out of the addressed location. Okay, ma, see here, contains data to be written into or read out of the address location. It has two inputs and two outputs. Okay, MDR, that's why only memory data register will be placed in bidirectional. Okay, so it has two inputs and two outputs. Data can be loaded into MDR either from memory bus or from internal processor bus. See here. So this is the memory bus. This is the internal processor bus. Okay. The data and address lines are connected to the internal bus via MDR, memory data register, and memory address register. Okay, Amma? So next, registers. The processor registers R0 to Rn-1 vary considerably from processor to another. Okay, registers are provided for general purpose used by programmer. Whenever we need the registers, then we are using. Okay, special purpose registers, index and stack registers. Okay, ma, index registers means some source index, destination index registers are there. So whether we need the index registers, then we are using that index registers. Okay, ma, registers Y, Z and temporary are temporary registers used by processor during the execution of some instruction. Okay, ma, during the processor, used by the processor during the execution of some instructions. Okay, based on the instruction, we are using these temporary registers. Okay, ma. Next, multiplexer. Multiplexer means selector select either the output of the register Y or a constant value 4 to be provided as input A of the ALU. So what is the meaning of this point? See the diagram. So this is the diagram. Okay. So for this multiplexer, what are the inputs? Two inputs, either Y or constant 4. Okay. So out of these two inputs, any one of getting as the output to this multiplexer, that output will be giving to A. Okay, as input to the ALU. That is only saying here. Select either the output of the register Y or a constant value 4 to be provided as input A of the ALU. Constant 4 is used by the processor to increment the contents of PC. Okay, ma? 2000, 2004, 2008, like that we are taking each instruction, stores each instruction, locates 4 memory locations. Okay, ma? So ALU used to perform arithmetic and logical operations. Data path. The registers, ALU and interconnecting bus are collectively referred to as the data path. Okay, so how the direction will be, that will be represented by using this data path. Okay, ma? So this is about the processor organization. Okay, ma? So all of you practice this diagram. So in this diagram, each block already known. Okay, each block already known, all of you. So, and this will be how the data path will be to execute any program. Okay, if you understand the concept, then you will write with your own words also. Okay, try to understand and all of you practice this diagram. This processor organization. Okay, ma? And learn what is the purpose of each block in this. Okay, ma. Thank you.